G'day, I'm Brian Medway, and this is a little series about Kingdom of God basics. And the reason why I'm talking about this, and the reason why I don't mind repeating myself, is because this is something we've got to get, because in these days God is restoring an awareness of the Kingdom of God, how the Kingdom of God has been different to the way we've generally thought about following Jesus. We've been too tribal, too worried about whether we're wearing the right badge and fulfilling the right set of criteria, when the real criteria is how passionately we are following Jesus and how faithfully or faith-filled we are as we trust and obey Him. That's the deal. And so our job is not to collect in little groups so that we can be separate from each other. Our job is to help each other serve Jesus. Our job is to make Jesus known in our communities. That's our job. And so, I'm just trying to get this kingdom idea. So anyone I belong to, like if I'm in a neighborhood and somebody there is following Jesus, they're my family. They're my neighborhood family. They're part of the kingdom of God. They belong to me and I belong to them in that, especially in that area. If I'm at work and there are other believers there, they're my family. They're my kingdom family. They're fellow citizens of heaven. That makes us distinct from other people who are not yet following Jesus and citizens of kingdom. So, this is how it works. And so we've got this kind of tribal idea. It's really bad. And so Jesus is giving us another chance. Please help us. Help us now. Kingdom. He said, seek first the kingdom of God. Not the kingdom of the Baptist, not the kingdom of Grace Canberra, not the kingdom of Crosslink, but the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God in a household, the kingdom of God in a neighborhood, the kingdom of God in a workplace, the kingdom of God in a community, the kingdom of God in a nation, the kingdom of God throughout the nation. So, and this is the deal, because it is about experiencing what happens between people and from people when Jesus is the King, when sacrificial love is running the agenda. So just listen to this. This is from Matthew chapter 11. And there's a lot of things going on in Matthew chapter 11. Towns who've just seen miracle after miracle, they don't get it. They just keep Jesus at arm's length and so forth. And Jesus said, I praise you, Father, you've revealed this to people who nobody thought were much good. But they got the message. And a lot of those people who didn't, sadly, really sadly, he's not just hounding them and saying how horrible they are. He's actually just expressing regret. And he says, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. This is king language. Come to me, the king, all right? The king knows what to do. This is the kingdom. This is where the king's will and intention is known, loved, trusted, honored. It's where the king is worshipped and served willingly and lovingly, because it's the best deal in town, because sacrificial love is running the agenda. I mean, what kind of workplace is there where sacrificial love is running the agenda? Maybe in India with Mother Teresa, who's with Jesus now, but maybe there love is running the agenda. But there aren't too many places where you can go where love is running the agenda. But I want to tell you, the kingdom of God is such a place. Redemptive, merciful, wonderful, restoring love is running the agenda. And so where that is the issue, those people belong to each other. The people who have that, who serve that, who represent that, they belong to each other. They deserve each other. They need each other, and they need to be together so that the others can see what's going on. They need to see it happening in us. They need to see it happening between us so they can see beyond us. Jesus said, let your light so shine before men, they shall see your good works and glorify your Father. Not just see what a good bloke you are, not what a generous person you are, but there's something supernatural about the way you relate to each other. There's something supernatural about what you want for each other and what you want for the people, what you want for the workplace. This is the kingdom of God. This is what happens when the kingdom of God is coming. And when we take up the values of the kingdom of God as citizens of the kingdom of God and serve the kingdom of God and are ambassadors for the kingdom of God, then people get a taste of heaven. Amen and amen and amen.